Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. I post a justified killing? I think not. MVI 9813. It's had some interesting comments. This particular viewer wrote, and I want to sort of respond back. First, I'm going to let you know what he had said. He said, Gabe, while I agree to a point, people are stoned to death in certain countries. It only takes one well-aimed rock to kill someone. No one knows how they're going to react in a situation like that. We're all just human. When all is boiled down, and no amount of training truly prepares you to know with certainty how you react in a real live situation. One thing I know from officers in my family, you're not taught to shoot to wound, but shoot to kill. You really have no idea just what the other person has. Do they use rocks to incapacitate you and then use a gun or knife to torture or finish you off? Sorry, it's either you or me. And if you threaten me in any way, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I go home alive. Well, I got a real problem with the comments that this viewer made. One thing I know from officers in my own family, you're not taught to shoot to wound, but shoot to kill. I think the officers in his family need to maybe get some refresher courses. The police are taught to stop the threat. That's what they're taught to do. Stop the threat. They're not taught to shoot to kill. And if they are, there's something wrong with whoever's teaching them. Like I said in the video that I made, I've got a friend who's a retired police officer. He read what this viewer commented on, and he called me. He said that's not what he was taught at the academy. They're taught to stop the threat. If this cop that killed this 30-year-old goes into court, and if he tells the judge that he shot to kill, he'll be charged with second-degree murder. They're taught to stop the threat. Question, did he have a taser? Most police have tasers on them. If he had a taser, why didn't he use the taser instead of using his weapon? Why didn't he just avoid the person completely? Go back into the precinct, get backup, and go out and do what needs to be done to help this mentally disturbed person. Obviously he was mentally disturbed, or he wouldn't have been doing what he was doing. Who in their right mind is going to be throwing stones or pebbles or rocks at a police precinct? You got to be crazy. He didn't deserve to die. And I don't agree with what this viewer said. And again, if his family members are cops and they tell him that they're taught to shoot to kill, there's something really wrong with that. What do you mean shoot to kill? No. You shoot to stop the threat. That doesn't necessarily mean you shoot to kill. Look what happened in Chicago, where that cop shot that black guy, 16 times? He more than stopped the threat, did he not? Folks, if police are taught to shoot to kill, they need to be retrained. And this officer didn't need to take that life. He could have shot him in the leg, could have shot him in the arm, he could have tasered him. He could have gone for backup. He wasn't in the middle of some dark alley protecting his own life. His life wasn't threatened. A rock might have bounced off a tree and hit his hand, so what? That doesn't justify killing someone, which is what the cop did. He killed someone. And it wasn't necessary to have killed him. Based on what I heard, based on what was reported, the cop killed someone unnecessarily. And if this guy's family, and he says he has officers in his family that say that they're taught to shoot to kill, That's really screwed up. That's sort of what I think. Let me know what you think.